feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in.
Should he stay or should he go? Terrible singing, I know. But what's going on, Rangers fans? Welcome to yet another edition of From the Blue Seats, a New York Rangers podcast. I'm Artemi Fanizzi. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Make sure you follow us on X and Instagram at BlueSeats94 and use the hashtag BlueSeats to chat with us on any and all topics at hand. Also, make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube and subscribe on all audio platforms, and be sure to rate us 5 stars. It would mean the world to us. Let's talk about Artemi Panarin. And why are we talking about him? Well, because I have heard rumors for months that the Rangers could do either one of two things. One, re-sign him because his current contract, the current 7-year, $81.5 million contract that he signed back in 2019 when he joined the Rangers, is set to expire at the end of this upcoming 2025-26 season, which means he will be an unrestricted free agent during the 2026 offseason. So, do the Rangers re-sign him either A, before this season starts, this way, once this current contract expires, the next contract will kick in next year, B, sign him after this season, or do you say, hey, thank you for your service, but we're ready to move on from you? Before I give my answer, let me give you some current statistics of Artemi Panarin as it stands right now. Artemi Panarin's career totals first. I'll give you those first. In 752 games so far in his 10-year NHL career, this will be his 10th season going into this season, he has 302 goals, 568 assists for 870 points, and a plus-minus rating of plus 147. Pretty damn solid career, if you ask me, so far for the Breadman. Last season, in a season where it was an absolute disaster for the Rangers in which they missed the playoffs, he played in 80 out of 82 games, scoring 37 goals, 52 assists for 89 points, and a plus-minus rating of -9. So, overall, a pretty solid season for Artemi Panarin in the year that was absolutely tumultuous for the New York Rangers in 24-25. The -9 rating, yeah, you want to clean up a little bit, but what more can Artemi Panarin do for the New York Rangers? Now, you look at his regular season statistics and you say, pretty damn good. In my personal opinion, regular season-wise, he has been one of the best free agent signings the Rangers have ever had. He's come up clutch when he's needed to be. I know postseason numbers don't really say otherwise. As a matter of fact, I can pull up his postseason numbers for you right here. His best postseason that he's had so far has been in the 2021-2022 season with the Rangers, in which we all know what happened in that series against the Pittsburgh Penguins. He came up clutch in that Game 7. But that's neither here nor there. That's probably his best postseason moment ever in his career, in my personal opinion, but that's neither here nor there. But that's arguably his best postseason so far as a New York Ranger and as a professional in general. I know that the rest of the postseason does not say much about Panarin because he tends to come up small, but regular season-wise, you cannot deny what this man has done. He nearly puts up 100 points every single year. He comes up big when he needs to most. He's a wizard with passing the puck, even though there is still little room for improvement, I will admit that. He does still need to work on his shooting, but when he does shoot, look out, because he has got a wicked shot. Now, again, postseason-wise, I know the numbers don't say it, but again, this man has done so much for the Rangers. And look, he's going to be 34 years old going into this season. He's not getting any younger, so you really have to question how much longer does he have in the tank. Me personally, I think he has another 3-4 years at least. So even if he doesn't end up staying with the Rangers, he can still go to a viable Stanley Cup contender in hopes of him finally winning a cup. Now, I don't know what the Rangers are going to do personally. We don't know what happens behind closed doors. We are not in that locker room or in the GM's office. Personally, I wish I was, but that's beside the point. Should the Rangers extend Panarin or should they let him go? Me personally, I think that they should extend him. I really do think so, and let me tell you why. I actually wrote down some notes on my notepad on my phone here. I have three main arguments as to why the Rangers should extend Artemi Panarin. Reason number one, elite production. Artemi Panarin has consistently been one of the Rangers' top offensive producers, and his point totals demonstrate his ability to drive the offense. He had a career-high 120 points in the 2023-2024 season, which obviously didn't matter because, poor playoff performance in that year. But again, that's neither here or there. Regular season-wise, you cannot deny his production on the Rangers. So his elite production is still there, especially when it comes to passing the puck. Like I mentioned before, he is an absolute wizard with that, even though there is still little room for improvement. Reason number two, now this might be considered controversial because I mentioned the playoff numbers before, his playoff impact. Yes, again, it can be debated, but he has had a couple of good, strong playoff performances. Like I said, in the 2021-22 season, in that Game 7 against Pittsburgh, we know what happened there. But I forgot to mention, the year the Rangers made the conference final, in 2024, he also had a pretty damn good postseason. Definitely much better than what we have seen in previous years with the Rangers. So he has shown the ability to come through, but the consistency should be a risk factor as to not re-sign it. But me personally, he has proven that he can show up in the postseason, and I really hope that that does continue. So playoff impact is there. So for that reason, I would re-sign Panarin. That's reason number two. Reason number three, team identity. Artemi Panarin has become a key part of the Rangers' identity and a fan favorite, and his departure could significantly, impact the team's overall dynamic. Ever since Artemi Panarin came to the New York Rangers in 2019, the dynamic has definitely been there. The chemistry has been there among his teammates. His offensive production has significantly improved, and I personally think that his overall game has gotten better ever since he signed with the Rangers. And the dynamic with his teammates is there. He has become a huge fan favorite. You see a couple of fans with a loaf of bread every time you see them at MSG. Heck, it's even on the road sometimes. You see a lot of fans with Panarin jerseys. There's a connection in New York with Panarin and the fan base. The team identity, even though I still think they're trying to establish it a little bit more, he has shown a clear offensive identity with the Rangers, and that's another reason why I would sign Panarin. So those are the three reasons. However, I did write down some reasons against signing Panarin, just so I don't sound like a hypocrite. Just to make myself more careful, even though I still think the Rangers should extend him, I do think there are a couple of risk factors to re-signing him. So I'm going to read them to you right now. Age and decline. Panarin is approaching age 34, and there is a risk that his production will decline as he ages, making a long-term contract a potential liability. Now, if you're going to go out there and re-sign him to a 5-6 year contract, obviously that's going to be no good, considering the fact, again, he's going to be 34. So if you sign him to a 5-year contract, he'll be 39 going close to 40 once that contract is up. So it's a huge risk to take, and he might be close to retirement by then. So in that case, I wouldn't sign him to a long-term extension. Number two, cap implications. His current contract has a cap hit of a little over $11 million. So that does affect them financially in terms of what they want to do in the offseason, because I don't think they're done making moves yet. I think they have one more move left in the tank before the offseason ends, but we shall see what happens. So if you do sign him to a long-term deal, it could tie up a significant salary cap space, potentially hindering the Rangers' ability to make other roster moves and acquire other players. So you have to be careful with what kind of contract you're giving him for a 33-year-old that's going on 34. So that's another risk right there. That's number two. Number three, playoff performance. As I said before, so I don't sound like I'm hypocritical here, I am willing to be fair. He has had some strong playoff moments, like I said before, but his overall playoff production has been way lower than the regular season, which raises a lot of concerns about his effectiveness in high pressure situations. Again, that part I totally understand. But what you also have to understand that, like I said before, he has proven that he can show up. The problem is consistency. It hasn't been there in the past couple of years in the postseason. Regular season wise, you have no issues there, but the regular season does not matter. The ultimate goal is to win a Stanley Cup. Heck, the goal for the Rangers this year is to just get back in the damn postseason. I truly believe that Panarin can be a big factor in helping them get there. I believe Panarin's going to have another breakout year. That's how good I feel about him. But it's a big risk. It is going to be a big risk. Is it a risk I'm willing to take, though? Absolutely yes. I am willing to take that risk because I know what I am getting in the regular season. Postseason wise, we will worry about that if and when we get to that. But regular season wise, it is a huge risk, but I am willing to take it. So, would I extend Artemi Panarin at the end of the day? Yes, I would. But I would be careful due to his age and his potential decline due to age and performance. So, if I'm the New York Rangers, I would sign him to a 4-year contract extension. Money-wise, I'm not going to worry about that right now because, again, I know what I'm getting from Panarin in the regular season. So money-wise, you really don't have to worry about that, even though I would be careful with that because of the salary cap. But a 3-year, 4-year contract, in my personal opinion, is not going to affect your salary cap as much as it would signing him to a 5-year, 6-year contract. Do not do that. So yes, at the end of the day, I would extend Artemi Panarin, but only for a 3-year to a 4-year contract. Because by then, he'll be, 36, 37 years old? So, hey, it'll be a few more good years of Panarin. I think he has 3 or 4 more good years left before he retires or potentially goes somewhere else. So, in my personal opinion, I would extend him. I would probably do it before the season starts. Or, if you're smart, maybe wait until next season to see where your salary cap is. But if it were me, I would get it over with now. This way, you don't have to worry about re-signing him because, hey, you would have already done it. So once this first contract is up, the next contract kicks in for the 26-27 season. But that's where I stand. I would extend Artemi Panarin to a 3-year, 4-year contract. What say you? Would you sign Artemi Panarin or would you let him go somewhere else? Let me know in the comments down below if you're watching on YouTube, or let us know on all social media, X and Instagram, at BlueSeats94, and use the hashtag BlueSeats, or send us an email from theblueseats@gmail.com. That's from theblueseats@gmail.com. Let us know if you would extend the bread man, or if you would let him go serve bread somewhere else. But that is going to do it for us here on From the Blue Seats. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like what you heard or saw, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified of all episodes if you're watching on YouTube. And be sure to subscribe on all audio platforms, including Apple, Spotify, YouTube Music, wherever you listen to podcasts. And be sure to rate us 5 stars. It would mean the world to us. Follow us on all social media, like I said as well, at BlueSeats94. And like I said, send us an email from theblueseats@gmail.com. We want to hear from you. I'm Jimmy Fanizzi. This is From the Blue Seats, a New York Rangers podcast. Go Blue Shirts, and we'll catch you next time. Peace!